お前はもう死んでいる。
Good morning, Raiders, and welcome back to the Raider News Morning Show. My name is Ben Friedman, and let's jump right into it. Here's
Julius Sepinwall
with your morning announcements.
Today is an A Day. Students Concerned for the Needy, SCN, will be holding a Thanksgiving food drive collection this Saturday, November 21st, between the hours of 9:30 and 1 o'clock. Please bring canned and boxed goods to SPFHS's Door 1 for a safe and socially distanced drive-by drop-off. This will be the 21st year SCN is running this project, which benefits the Senior Citizen Center of Plainfield. The generosity of the SPFHS community allows SCN to provide senior citizens with over 100 bags of food. Attention Interact Club members, don't forget to place your order for a free sweatshirt no later than today, November 19th. Don't be left.
Thanks,
Julia.
Now we head over to Kieran Adams, who interviewed Raider Nation leader Dylan Ryan, who talked about staying spirited through one of the weirdest sports seasons yet.
What's up, Raider News? I'm here with Raider Nation leader Dylan Ryan, and we're going to ask him some questions about the season. What is Raider Nation, and what led you to be a leader?
Raider Nation is the student section at all of our athletic events, and what compelled me to be a leader is going to as many games as possible since freshman year. I love the energy and I love the supportive, cheering, so I just wanted to lead it. I was really inspired by it and I wanted to be a part of it.
So, who do you think has been a standout player throughout all sports?
I think the obvious answer is Joey Gale. Joey Gale came in hot this year, starting on varsity soccer. He was playing fantastically. He's a fan favorite. Every time he touched the ball, everyone, crowd roared. And I don't know who has it, but, someone has like a fat head of his face, It's just, everyone loves him, and I think he's been playing fantastically.
So, could you say what Joey Gale really adds to the team?
I think he's a real big supporter. I can hear him, even on the field. I hear him, every time someone touches the ball, he'd be like, good job, I think he's really supportive for the rest of the team, and he puts on a good attitude and, always looking on the bright side. And I think he's just, I think he's a great player and a very supportive player.
Okay. With fall sports coming to the end, is there any advice you'd give to athletes?
I would say to just keep doing what you're doing. We've had a lot of sports that are going into state, into the state rounds. Boys and girls soccer, field hockey, football is making it into playoffs. I think we all got, we got really good opportunities here, and I just think the athletes need to keep doing what they're doing, keep working hard, and, staying safe and healthy so that they can keep their season going until the end.
All right. The winter season's right around the corner, and there's been a lot of uncertainty. Do you have any information or advice you can give to athletes?
I think it's, basically the same thing. You just got to stay hopeful that we can have a full season and a winning season. I already know that if they get permission to have a season, they will try their very best, because just as much as the fans do, they want, a happy and healthy season. So I think they just need to be hopeful, be safe and smart, and just hope for the best. I think if they really put their minds to it, then they can really have a really good, successful season. And hopefully COVID subsides a little bit, so we don't have to worry about that. But just taking every precaution necessary to have a full season.
Thank you for your time, Dylan. That's all the questions I have for you. And have a great day.
You too, man.
Now we check in with Brian Colfers and Julia Sepinwall for this week's Entertainment Update.
Hello SPFHS, here's your entertainment update for November 19th, 2020. On this day, in 2004, the SpongeBob movie blessed our TV screens. Directed by Mark Osborne and the late Steven Hillenburg, this movie definitely played a major part in shaping our childhoods.
Addams Family Values, the sequel to the 1991 live-action adaptation of the Addams Family cartoons, was released on this day in 1993.
Lastly, on this day in 2010, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 released on theaters. I myself am not familiar with Harry Potter that much, but I guarantee a lot of Harry Potter fans can come together on this day and celebrate the anniversary of this phenomenal film. Thanks, Raiders, and have a great day.
Finally, we head to a conversation with myself, JJ, and Brian as we discuss which next-generation video game console will reign supreme. Will it be the Xbox Series X or the PlayStation 5? Let's take a look.
What's up, Raiders? As you know, recently this past week, the Xbox Series X and S and the PlayStation 5 both released, finally, next-generation consoles. But if you remember back when we were starting middle school and ending elementary school, wow, that's a while ago, guys. That's when the Xbox One and the PS4 came out. So, back in Raider News in that time, they actually had a video talking about those consoles. So let's give that a look.
Both PlayStation 4 and Xbox One pre-orders are currently sold out 2 full months before they hit the shelves. This speaks to the high level of demand for both of these consoles. The Xbox One will sell for $499, which is $100 more than the PS4. Sony clearly has the momentum with their pricing, as well as the perception that they are more user-friendly. Let's go on location with Dan Agostino, who caught up with some students that are planning on purchasing the consoles.
Peter, right? So Peter, you're for the PS4, right?
Yes, I am.
So tell me, why do you like the PS4?
I like the PS4 because it has more RPGs, and it's not very multiplayer based.
Okay, what do you think about it not having to be online?
I like how the PS4 doesn't actually make you pay for the online membership, even though it's optional, because the Xbox forces you or you don't get like half the things on it.
Okay, thank you. Hi, I'm on location with Miles Hunter. So Miles, you're for the Xbox One, correct?
Correct.
So tell me, why do you like the Xbox One, or why are you a supporter of the Xbox One when it seems that everyone else is against it?
Because it offers many incredible features. For starters, you get live TV and DVR, you get a better Kinect software, it's faster than the PS4, and it offers more memory.
Well, the Xbox One is $100 more expensive than the PS4. Why would you even bother buying it if it's more expensive than that?
Okay. Design is one way of putting it, but also, if it offers live TV on it, that's something that's innovation right there. No gaming system has ever had that before. In my opinion, that is worth the $100 price tag, in addition to the PS4's price.
Okay, thanks, Miles. Now back to the studio.
So after watching that clip, it's very interesting to see how some opinions have changed. So to talk about that, I'm here with Ben Friedman and Brian Cofford. We're doing a mini roundtable discussion today about that old video of the Xbox One PS4 launch and now the current Xbox Series X and PS5 launch. So Ben, what do you think? What do you think?
All right, well, I just gotta say, I loved watching that video back and just seeing how far we've come, especially back in those days when you didn't have to pay for PlayStation Network. That was huge, and now here we are where I'm currently dropping $60 a year for PSN. Mainly the reason I wanted a PlayStation was because of the exclusives. Insomniac's Spider-Man is my favorite video game of all time. I absolutely love it. And so I got to play that. I got to play MLB The Show, which was still exclusive, now is moving to Xbox, but I loved it.
Yeah, I'm surprised that even back before the consoles came out, they were like already making the things of, oh yeah, the PS4 looks like it's gonna have a much better user interface, and even the Xbox person, they were like saying it was a good thing that the Xbox had all these bells and whistles with like the internet with like a web browser and like live TV, and that you could use it as like pretty much a set-top box. But then
it didn't really make a difference for me.
As we look now back, and that was one of the biggest flaws of the Xbox One, is that it was so overcrowded with the UI, and that it didn't just focus on the game. And they're going that same direction with the Series X, which is definitely a bummer.
Now, me viewing this, I'm looking at this from a marketing standpoint. Because watching the video, I saw a lot of love for Xbox One, but as showing from from sales between the PS4 and Xbox One's always been the underdog. Like last time I checked, apparently Xbox One had like 52 million sales compared to PS4, which had 112 million sales? Like, doesn't even hold a candle to that. Obviously, PS5 has the advantage of knowing their way around the system and how to market their systems, especially with Travis Berger Scott being the creative director of PS5, and they know how to work it. While Microsoft has the benefit of having a lot of money, they can invest a lot more in advertisement. Yeah. But judging from standings now and as they're early on, I think PS5 may still be the most popular one, but I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. That's just my take on it.
It's gonna be a tight race.
Yeah, you could even see with marketing of the PS4 and the Xbox One versus the PS5 and the Series X. The PS4 and Xbox One came off the tail of the booming success of the Wii, which targeted casual gamers. And you could definitely tell at the beginning of the life cycles, that's what they were trying to go for. With the Xbox One, with all of its like extra features that had nothing to do with video games, and with the Kinect, they were really just trying to push for that casual market. And so was Sony at the beginning. But then I feel like Sony realized a bit sooner that that's not their audience. They had to play to the people who like are just love video games and are just like more hardcore serious gamers.
Kind of like what you were saying, I feel like the PlayStation, and especially the PlayStation 5, is a lot more unique than a lot of other consoles out there, especially Xbox, because Xbox, it kind of feels like, it feels very corporate, you know, manufactured, you know, it's all just these straight black and white consoles. It doesn't feel, to me, it just doesn't feel special. It just feels like you're getting the same experience. But with the PlayStation 5, you know, especially with that white and the black two-toning, I think it's something
beautiful.
Oh, it's great. I think it's something that's truly, you know, it's unique. It's something that we've never seen before, and I just think like it's going to offer that same experience. And they're really just like overhauling it. If you've seen videos of like, you know, the main menu and everything, it's something truly new, and it's going to, there's a reason people are very excited and very protective over their PlayStation 5s are.
So I think Microsoft right now, what they should focus on is just trying to be more different, because again, design-wise with their consoles, it is kind of too similar to past things. I think they need to focus more on try to be different and diversify and experiment a little bit. Even if it doesn't work, just try to do something different, because at this rate, they're already the underdogs in this console war right now.
That's it from us here at the Mini Raider News Roundtable, talking about the new next generation consoles. So we have Brian Coffers, Ben Friedman, I'm JJ Dionisio. Great talking to everyone. What are you guys looking forward to at home? PS5 or Xbox Series X? Be sure to let us know. Okay. Have a great day, everyone. See ya.
Later.
Well, that's all for today. Peace out, stay safe, and have a great Thursday.